Namaste, yogis, and welcome. My name is Alejandro from Flow into Nature, and today we are doing the last class of the Go Slow series. If you haven't done the other classes, I highly recommend you take them because we're going to be putting those all together into this class. It'll be about a 30-minute. We're targeting the whole body for you to gain more control, more awareness of it, of your mind, and of yourself. We need no props today. If you do need them for modifications, please go ahead and grab them. But if you don't have them, no worries. You'll do fantastic. We're going to get started right away in a downward facing dog. Plant your hands down onto the mat. Lift the hips up and back. Start to really press into the hands. Press the shoulders back. Maybe the knees are slightly bent. Maybe you want to fully extend them. Start to add some movement here into your down dog. Maybe you pedal out the legs, bending into one knee, bending into the other. Maybe you want to walk them out a little bit more. Maybe you want to shake your head yes. Maybe you want to shake your head no. Shake it yes once again, always ending on a positive note. Really press the shoulders back a little bit more. Maybe you do a little bit of shoulder dips, just kind of letting the shoulders sag and then press back into the arms. Beautiful. Maybe you wiggle the hips out a little bit. Just starting to feel how the body's doing right now. Start to gain a little bit more presence onto your mat. A little more awareness of the body. If there's anything on your mind that you don't need for the moment, just let it go off of the mat. You'll pick it up at the end. Find yourself into a still downward facing dog. If you want, maybe you close the eye. We're going to take 3 deep breaths. Take a deep breath in. Really try to fill into the belly. Lift the tailbone a little higher. Open the mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Maybe a little bit deeper. Maybe a little bit louder. Inhale. Open the mouth. Exhale. Last big breath. Inhale. Really press into the hands. Fill into the belly. And open the mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Blink open the eyes. Start to gaze forward. Bend your knees. Start to walk your feet all the way towards the top of the mat. We'll find a forward fold. Option to keep your feet a little wide. Maybe you want to bring your feet together for a little more balanced challenge. Right away, inhale, mountain pose, press into the ground. Start to reach all the way up towards the sky. Beautiful. At the top, we're going to cross our right leg behind the left. Bring your pinky sides to touch. And from here, really press more weight into your back leg. Take another inhale, reach a little higher. As you exhale, forward fold towards your right leg. So you're gently shifting towards the left side. You're trying to touch your back ankle. Relax your head and neck heavy. Notice the little wobbles. Maybe this is challenging for you. Maybe you can't touch your ankle, but just know that that's kind of the direction we're trying to go for. If you have a lot of flexibility, maybe you're even trying to plant your right hand all the way down next to your right foot. Take another breath in. Can you fold a little bit deeper? Breath out. Beautiful. Really press into your right heel. Inhale. Reach forward. Reach all the way up. Remember to move nice and slow. From here, grab your right wrist and start to find a side stretch towards your left side. Press your hips towards the right. More weight is on your right foot than your left. Really finding a nice big stretch and opening through the right side of the body. Try to pull the right shoulder back a little bit more. Maybe you even look over the right shoulder. Take one more breath in. Can you fold a little deeper into your side stretch? Breath out. Inhale, rise back through center. Release the hands, switch your feet, left foot behind you this time. And as you exhale, forward fold towards your right side, touching your left foot behind you. Beautiful. Once again, trying to grab on towards the ankle or reaching in that direction. Maybe the left hand is fully on the ground. Bring your chin towards your chest. More weight is in your left foot. Really trying to find a nice big stretch for the IT band, the outer left hip on this side. Take another breath in. Can you fold a little bit deeper? Breath out. Inhale, mountain pose. Press into the left heel, engage the legs together, create a little stability. At the top, grab your left wrist. And as you exhale, fold over towards your right. Beautiful. Again, more weight in the left foot. It might be a little challenging with the balance. That's okay. Go as deep as it feels good in your body. Let the left side ribs really open up, breathing into your left side lung. Take another inhale. Can you fold just a little bit deeper towards your right as you exhale? Inhale, mountain pose, reach up nice and high. Bring your big toes to touch once again as you exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips, slowly lower all the way down to the ground. And again, we want to move nice and slow so we really control all the muscles. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen the spine, shifting the weight forward onto your big toes. As you exhale, high plank, plant your hands. Your feet will go back. Beautiful. Know that we're going to move into push-ups. Widen your hands so that they go as wide as your mat. If you need to modify, the modification will be the knees down, heels lifted. Shift forward so the shoulders go a little bit further past the hands. As you exhale, slowly lower down. Go down halfway. Press yourselves up for 5. Shift forward, lower down. Press back up for 4. Shift forward, lower down. Press back up. 3. Shift forward, lower down. Press back up. 2. Shift it forward, lower down. Press back up. 1. Last one. Shift forward, go down. Press back up. Bring your hands back through heart center. Press your hips up and back, downward facing dog. We'll take one breath. Inhale. Nice and slow exhale. Good. We're going to move just as slow. Bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. As you exhale, you can step, hop, or jump towards the top of your mat. Right away, inhale, mountain pose. Press into the ground. Really engage the legs. Reach up nice and high. Bring your right foot behind you as you exhale. Forward fold. Again, nice and slow. Touch your right ankle on your left side. Nice and easy. Inhale, mountain pose, reaching all the way up. Grab your right wrist and folding over towards your left. Weight is in your right foot. Inhale, mountain pose. Release the grip above you. Switch out the feet. Left foot behind you this time. As you exhale, nice and slowly, touch your left ankle behind on your right side. Inhale, mountain, press into the left heel. Squeeze the legs, reach high, grab your left wrist. As you exhale, stretch over towards your right. Inhale, mountain, reach up. Bring your big toes to touch. And as you exhale, forward fold all the way down. Again, move nice and slow with control of the breath of the body. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, plant your hands. Feet will go back, high plank. We're going to keep the hands right where they are, directly underneath the shoulders. Again, we're going to do 6 push-ups. Shift forward, lower down, halfway. Hold the chaturanga. Press back up. 5. Shift forward, lower down. Hold it. Press back up. 4. Modify with the knees if you need to. Do as many as you can. Shift forward. Lower down, nice and controlled. Press back up for 3. Shift forward. Lower it down. Press back up. 2. Shift forward. Lower it down. Press back up for 1. Shift forward. Lower down. Press back up. 0. Lift the hips up and back. 1 breath. Inhale through your nose. Nice, slow exhale with control. Bend the knees, inhale, look forward. As you exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Right away, inhale, mountain pose, reaching yourselves all the way up. Your right foot is going to come behind you as you exhale, forward fold, all the way back down towards your right ankle behind you. Inhale, mountain pose. Notice how slow we're moving. Use the breath control. Grab your right wrist as you exhale, side stretch to your left. Inhale, mountain reach up high. Switch out the feet as you exhale, forward fold towards your left. Your ankle behind you. Inhale, reach up nice and high. A lot of core work, really stretching out the legs here. Grab your left wrist as you exhale, side stretch to your right. Inhale, mountain pose. Bring your big toes to touch. As you exhale, forward fold, lowering all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, plant your hands, feet will go back. Beautiful. Drop your right forearm down. Drop the left forearm down. Walk your feet in, and you'll find yourself pressing the shoulders back into a dolphin pose. Maybe this is challenging enough, and you can hold and breathe right here, really pressing into the forearms. If you want to do some dolphin push-ups with me, start to look forward. Shift forward, trying to bring the chin or the nose to touch between the thumbs. Press up and back for 5. Shift forward, touch the ground, press back up for 4. Shift forward, lifting the heels, touching the mat, press back up for 3. Shift forward, touching down, press back up, 2. Yes, you can. Shift it forward, touch, press back up, 1. Shift it forward, nice and easy, touch, press back up, 0. Shift forward, maybe you drop the knees, plant the hands back down, put yourself into a downward facing dog. Take 1 breath in through the nose, opening the mouth to let it go. Bend your knees, inhale to look forward. As you exhale, forward fold. You can step, hop, or jump to the top of the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, mountain pose. We're going to rise all the way up. Reaching the arms and palms high, high, high. Bring your palms together, hands to the heart center. We're going to actually take a step back. We're going to be about 3/4 of the way of your mat back. Beautiful. We're going to widen our feet about hips width distance. And remember, we're going to move into our lower portion of our body. Move slow, move with control. Hands are going to come to your heart center. Once again, let's start to move. Inhale, chair pose. Bend your knees, sit back, sit down, and start to reach your arms up high above you. Squeezing your inner thighs. Imagine there's a beach ball right between them, and you want to activate the inner thighs, your adductors. Can you sit a little bit lower? And a little bit lower. And a little bit lower. Yes, you can. Hold it there. First round's always a little bit of a longer hold before we start moving, letting the muscles really warm up. Can you sit even just a little bit lower? Feel the tailbone tuck down, the belly pull in. Slowly start to rise all the way back up, mountain pose. We're going to take a big step forward with our right leg as far forward as you can. It's okay if it's not so much of a slow movement. Start to find a lunge. So bend both knees. Try to find 90-degree angles. You can bring your hands to your heart center. Squeeze the inner thighs. Still keeping that adduction movement and engagement. From here, press the palms together a little bit tighter. We're going to twist to our right. Know that if you need to, you can drop the back knee. That's perfectly okay. Hold it right here. Release. You can lower it down a little bit more. Twist a little bit deeper. Breath in. Breath out. Come back towards the center of your mat. Start to lengthen your right leg. Take a slight step, hop all the way back. Reach the arms once again above you. Chair pose, nice and slowly. Sit down, sit low. Can you go a little bit lower than last time? Let the arms still reach up to help lengthen the spine. Core is engaged. Sit even lower. Breathe. Find the weight. Most of the weight is in your heels. Maybe you even lift up the toes. Squeeze the legs a little bit closer together. Really engage. Beautiful. Nice and easy. We rise all the way up. Big step forward with the left leg as far forward as you can. From there, hands to the heart. Start to bend both knees, finding your lunge. Right knee hovers off the ground. If you really need to, you can place a block right there, or you can drop it all the way down if you need that extra support. But if you can, keep it an inch, a centimeter off the ground. Press your hands together, twist to the left. Feel the inner thighs, feel the legs be nice and strong. Feel the twist coming from your obliques. You can even look behind over your left shoulder. Continue to squeeze the legs, breath in. Go a little deeper in your twist, breath out. Come back through center. Extend your left leg. Big step all the way back. Feet are still wide. This time we're going to mummy the arms. Lift the heels nice and high. Beautiful. We're going to start to lower down. Nice and slowly. Very, very slow. Like we're in mud. We're really trying to push ourselves down. But our legs are resisting. Nice and easy. We're actually going to bring our hips to come all the way down and touch our heels. Know that if you need a block or your hands need to be on the ground for this, it's perfectly okay. We're going to start to shift our heart back and our knees forward, 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 and eventually our knees will very gently just touch onto the ground. Lift yourselves up. Hands behind your back, right where your imaginary pockets would be. Press your hips forward. You can untuck the toes if you want to. We're moving into camel. Inhale to lean the heart up. Chin goes high. As you exhale, find your camel. Keep pressing your hips forward. Reach the heart up. Imagine it's being pulled to the sky. Let your chin fall behind you. You have a lot of flexibility, and you want to go for the heels. Grabbing onto the heels, still pressing your hips forward. Finding a nice big opening through the heart center. Finding your big back bend. Press the tongue into the roof of your mouth so you can continue to breathe. Easy breaths, again, moving slow. We're going to slowly come back out of it. Same way we came in. Start to trace a line until you're looking straight forward. From here, tuck your toes. Reach your arms forward. Sit onto your heels. Once again, press your heart back. We're teeter-tottering on our legs. Maybe you lift one, maybe then you lift the other to find yourself back into your low squat. Lift the heels up. We're going to rise up nice and slowly. Start to lift. Moving slowly with control. Make sure you're breathing. Heels are still lifted. If you wobble, if you fall out, that's okay. It's always a little bit of a challenge. Reach the arms all the way up at the top. Drop your heels back down. Hands to the heart center. Breath in. Breath out. We're going to do that sequence one more time. Inhale, chair pose. Weight is in your heels. Sit super low. Keep breathing. Squeezing the inner thighs. Your legs are a little bit warmer. Can you see it even lower? We'll start to rise up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big step forward with the right leg. Hands to the heart. Find your lunge. Bending both knees. Squeeze. Start to twist towards your right. Hold. Really engage the core. Feel the belly pull in. Feel the legs be super strong. Imagine magnetizing your legs together. Maybe you look over the right shoulder. Continue to breathe. Yes, you can. Press the palms a little closer together.
Twist a little deeper. Come back through center. Extend the right leg and take a gentle hop to the back. Arms up, chair pose, sitting down low. Can you sit even lower, the lowest you've sat today? Maybe the thighs become even parallel to the ground. Beautiful. Start to rise for 4, 3, 2, 1. Big step forward with the left leg all the way to the top of the mat. Hands to the heart. Bend both knees. Start to twist to your left. Beautiful. Let the hands press together. Squeeze the inner thighs. Drop the right knee a little bit more. Look over the left shoulder. Breathe. Feel the body fully engaged to support you, to stay strong. Your mind is even stronger that can stay here for an extra breath. Come back through center. Lengthen the left leg. Take a big step all the way back. From here, mummy the arms. Lift the heels. Start to lower down nice and slowly for 8. Keep breathing. Feel the engagement of the core. Shoulders right over the hips. 5. Yes, you can. Moving with control. Nice and slowly for 3. Slowly bringing the hips all the way down to the heels in 1. Lean the heart back very slowly. Try to drop both knees at the same time. Maybe one at a time if you need to. Shift the weight forward. Hands behind your back. Maybe you untuck the toes. Inhale, look up. As you exhale, camel. Option to grab right away for the heels if you went for it on the other side. If not, just keep squeezing the elbows together. Keep pressing your hips forward. Really let the heart open up. Small sips of air. Try to stay for a little bit longer than last time. Really let the spine open up. Find awareness. The emotions that may arise right here. For 3, for 2, and 1. Hands to the low back if they're not already there. Starting to bring the heart up. And then the chin. Tuck the toes. Sit back onto your heels. Maybe you need to do this with your arms. Maybe you can just want to try that counterbalance. Again, you can do one leg at a time, or just really shift back and both knees will lift. Pressing the heels up high, start to rise up for 8. 7. Squeeze the inner thigh. 6. 5. My heels drop. That's okay. You can still do this. 4. 3. 2. 1. Drop the heels down. Shake the legs. Well done. Come back to the top of the mat. Inhale, mountain pose. Reach up nice and high. As you exhale, forward fold, hinging to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. As you exhale, high plank, plant the hands. Feet will go back. We're going to do 1 chaturanga. Shift it forward. Slowly lower down to your chaturanga, your mid plank. Untuck the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Option for cobra. Pressing the toes down. Really trying to open up through the heart. And when you're ready, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth to let it go. Breath in. Breath out. Bend the knees. Inhale, look forward. Step all the way forward. We're going to take a seat. Drop all the way onto your back. Reach the legs up towards the sky. If you need to place a bend in your knees, that's perfectly okay. But if you can, really try to extend through the legs. Flex the toes. Bring both of your hands onto your chest. We're going to try to touch the opposite toe with the opposite hand. Lift the chest, right hand to the left toe, center. Reach up, left hand, right toes, center. Keep moving. Climbing the rope towards your opposite side. Really try to ground the sits bones and the lower back. That way the movement is really coming from the core to lift the chest, as we have to contract our six pack, our transverse abs. Yes, you can. Move nice and slow. We're so used to, most of us, doing core crunches really, really fast. Use this time to move a little bit slower, to challenge the control of the core. Maybe if you want to, even hold it at the top just for an extra millisecond. Notice how that changes the workout. You got it. For 6, 5, 4. Yes, you can. 3, 2, and 1. Bring both knees into your chest. Give yourselves a little hug, a little squeeze. Take a breath in and a breath out. Reverse tabletop the legs, knees right over the hips. We're going to bring our hands, interlace them, or right behind your head. We're going to move into bicycle crunches. Take an inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, right elbow towards the left knee. Slowly lower down. Crunch and twist, opposite side, left elbow, right knee. Really trying to lift both shoulder blades off the ground. Again, moving nice and slow. Notice how you first crunch and lift and then twist. You can do these. If you want a little bit more, option to extend the opposite leg long, bring the knee back in, then lower down. So we're moving slow, with control, really using our body intelligently to create as much effort as we can, putting ourselves through the things that might be a little tough, the things that we might not necessarily want to do. We build the strength, not only in our body, but in our mind, so that we can put ourselves and do hard things. Because sometimes we need to do these hard things because life gives us lessons that we can learn. When we do these things, we start to build that awareness of what are the things we consider to be challenging. That we go, oh my God, Alejandra's still making me do these. Yes, I am, because I know that this will make you strong. Lower down. Opposite side. Maybe you extend the leg. Bring it back down. Lower. Do 2 more on each side. Yes, you can. Are you breathing? Noticing if the body is really starting to shake. Means that we're really challenging the muscles in our core. Find that last one on the opposite side. Once you lower the shoulders, knees into the chest. Breath in, breath out. Grab behind your thighs, rock and roll, forward and back, forward and back. 2, 3, maybe 4 times. Find yourself into a tall seat. Beautiful. We're going to move into boat pose. First layer of boat, heels lifted, knees together, hands can be behind you. Press the heart up. Beautiful. Really try to engage the core. Bring more weight onto the sits bones rather than the hands. So the core is doing the work, not necessarily the arms. Beautiful. You can stay right here. If you want an extra layer, maybe you just release the arms. This is perfect. You can stay right here and just breathe through it. Level 3, you can release the legs, bringing them forward. If you want to stay right here, again, just find that isometric hold. It's a great place to be. Lift the heart. If you want to move, we're only going to do 5. Yes, you can. Start to extend the legs. Lower the heart. Find yourself into a low boat. Nice and slow. Pick yourselves up. 5. Nice and slowly. Lowering, hovering the heels and the shoulders. Then picking yourself all the way back up. 4. Start to extend with your breath. Bring it back up for 3. Oh my God, so strong. Yes, you are. Lower it down. Hold it at the bottom. Bring it back up for 2. Slowly lower it down. Hover. Bring it back up for 1. Do you want an extra bonus one? Yes, you do. Slowly lower it down. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Bring it back up. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Nice and easy. Slowly lower down. Find yourself all the way down onto the mat. Bring both knees into your chest. Big inhale. And exhale. We're going to find eagle legs. Cross the right leg over the left. Open your arms out like a T. Maybe you cactus the arms if you don't have a lot of space. And we're just going to let the knees drop towards our left. Beautiful. It's okay if the knees don't touch the ground. We're just adding a little bit more weight with the eagle legs to the hips. Notice if the right shoulder is lifted, press the right shoulder down. That way the twist is coming from our thoracic, our middle spine. Maybe you close the eyes. Really breathe. Nice and slow. Find more control of the breath. Letting the core stretch out. Let me hear you breathe. Inhale. Open the mouth. Exhale. Try to go for about a 4 or 5, maybe 6-second inhale. And about a 5-second exhale. One more breath here. Slowly release the legs. Bring both knees into your chest. Maybe rock a little forward and back. Just to realign the spine. We're going to cross the legs opposite. Left leg over right this time. Once again, open the arms. We're just going to let the knees drop towards our right side. Again, notice if the left shoulder is lifting. Press that left shoulder down. I like to use my opposite arm to kind of help keep my shoulders stable. And once I'm there, I can soften into that right arm. And then just letting my legs, gravity, do the work. Eyes remain closed. I take 4 breaths here. Again, try to find slow, controlled breaths. Go for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just like that, breath in. And exhale for 1 more on your own, nice and slow. Release the legs. Bring your knees back into your chest. Maybe give it a little rock. Realign the spine. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Let the knees open out wide. Your choice. If you want to bring your hands over your knees, maybe you want to bring one hand over your belly, one hand over your heart. Maybe you just want to have your arms by your side. Wherever you may be, you may be here for about a minute. Allow yourself just to slow down even more. Maybe you take this as a time just to find an easy meditation. Maybe you just want to focus on your breath. Or maybe just try to find stillness in the space between the thoughts. Breathe. If you need some more time, please take it. And if you're ready to move on with your day, just take one breath. Inhale, fill the belly. Open the mouth, let it go. We're going to close our knees like a book using the hands. Bring the knees into the chest, rock again, forward and back, once, twice, maybe 3 times. Find yourself into a tall seat. Feet are going to be cross-legged, eyes remain closed, hands to your heart. May you continue to find awareness. May you continue to find control. Hopefully you can slow back down so that you're able to gain that control and that awareness, rather than trying to do everything really fast. Bring your hands to your third eye center, right between the eyebrows, and light and love, we bow forward. How was your practice? How much control did you have over your thoughts, over your body, over your emotions? I really hope this class helped you to slow down. Notice that we can do hard things slowly rather than trying to do them really fast. Take some time, maybe right after this yoga class, maybe journal, maybe you just want to contemplate on how going slow can actually really help benefit us in our everyday lives, more than on just this physical practice. Here at Flow into Nature, we really strive for you to get to know yourself so that you can be your most authentic self. And that is when we choose happiness, because we're not trying to be better than we are or worse than we are. We accept where we are at this moment, and there's happiness in that. We have to slow down to really recognize. In this fast-moving world that we live in, sometimes we're driven by external circumstances rather than the internal. So again, get to know yourself a little bit better, and at the end, what ends up happening is we end up choosing our own happiness, not for everybody else, but for ourselves. Again, my name is Alejandro. If you like the class, maybe even the series, give us a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps us out so we can continue to support you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and as always, know yourself, be yourself, and choose happy. Namaste.